Hello, Aries. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm here to talk to you about August, which will cover July 31st through September 3rd. We've got 5 weeks in front of us. That's a big deal. I am looking forward to seeing what comes and how that's going to transpire, because it will be a good thing, I think. I'm going to program these cards for us. Yes, I'm an Aries. All right, let's go ahead and make 3 piles. Pick one. All right, I'm going to set these aside for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and program these cards for the week of July 31st through August 6th, our first week, so that we can look and go in depth on this first week at the very end of this video. So yes, it'll be a bit of a long video, but don't be alarmed. It's going to be great. We're going to see so many things. It's going to be so important. August feels like a big month. Big changes for everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. And then we'll grab these up and we'll do 5 weeks. All right, let's do this. So it's 5 columns, of course. Along with the 5 columns, we have 3 rows. Because, of course, this is going to be where we are. The next row is what's blocking us. And the third row is our solution. So let's get that out here. All the cards face me. It doesn't change the meaning of the cards. Just don't read them upside down. If it comes out feeling negative, I'll tell you so. So let's just see what's going on here. I'm going to set these off to one side. We don't need them anymore. And let's get into it, right? So the first week of August, being July 31st through the 6th, I am looking at the Star card, which is telling me that the hardest work is over. You have really pushed through in a big way during the month of July. So congratulations on pushing through the hardest part. You are getting into the less intense stuff. So there may be some I's to dot and some T's to cross. There might be some little stuff you need to pay attention to. So be sure you're doing that, okay? Don't let it all just fall apart, okay? I want you to pay attention to the details this particular week. Now also, the area where you're blocked looks like this interest in using your finances to help others. You're not really in a position to help other people financially right now. Heck, right now you probably need to focus in on what you have going on and your bills and your situations. Pay attention to how you're using your money this month, this week. It will pay you dividends. Your solution for this week is showing the 3 of Wands, which is telling me that it's important for you to remember your lessons from the past. So however you proceeded in the past at this time, it's important for you to pay attention to how you did that so that you don't repeat old behaviors, all right? Because nobody wants to repeat old behaviors, right? So yes, look at your lessons, pay attention to what you did, how you did that, and what the result was, so that you know in your heart you're doing the very best you can for yourself, okay? Yeah, so paying attention to old lessons. The next week over, the 7th through the 13th of August, we are looking at this, and what we have here is we have the 4 of Cups saying that the foundation of your heart is at issue this particular week. That tells me that you should really pay attention to how you're feeling, where your focus is. Are you focused more on relationships? Are you focused more on your work? Because your work can be the foundation of your heart. If that's your focus, your big focus is at issue, whatever your focus is. So let that be something you pay attention to. It could be your animals. It could be your plants. It could be absolutely anything that brings you passion and your heart to its conclusion of awesomeness, right? Whatever that thing that's just, I feel best when I'm doing this. So it could be a hobby, but at the same time, it's a heart's, it's the foundation of you. So you need to do this no matter what in order to be happy in the universe. All right. That's what's going on. The Two of Cups has shown up to show that there's a relationship with a person that's also at issue, and maybe not in the best way possible. So pay attention to how that's playing out. This relationship person could be getting in the way of your personal passion. So that's interesting. Maybe some new boundaries are in order, right? Paying attention to that. The solution has something to do with your finances going on behind your back. So whatever's going on behind the scenes financially for you, it's important for you to pay attention to it and give it some thought, okay? See how it's working. See how it's playing. See what's going on. I want you to know all about what's happening. If your partner is spending money behind your back, you need to know that. If you are overspending yourself and aren't paying attention to your finances at all, you need to know that. It's important for you to pay attention to how you're doing everything you're doing, all right? It's part of the process to be a responsible person, especially in a relationship. So, cool. Now you'll have an opportunity to get on the same page and maybe check yourself. Or him, her, it, whatever. Them. So, next week over, being the 14th through the 20th, we are looking at the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is showing me that there's an opportunity for you to take your ideas and share them with the world. Go further. Share. It's time. That's fun. That's good. That's awesome. The Two of Pentacles has shown up to say, hey, still balancing that financial stuff. Don't mess it up. Pay attention to how you're doing your finances. Pay attention to how you're doing things. So you don't want to blow it, right? Don't want to blow it now. Everything's been going on pretty good. There's also a new beginning happening. Your solution is a new beginning where you can step into the universe and do something new. Do something and you'll start a new job. And this is the 14th through the 20th. You'll be starting a new job of some sort where you get to say, I don't know, a lot. Maybe for a week, you can say, I don't know. And then you're going to have to start knowing things. And that's okay. You're good at knowing things. Pay attention to that stuff and see how it goes. All right. Now, the Lover's card has shown up here for the 21st through the 27th, just telling me that a potential partnership / relationship maybe is coming at this particular point in August where things are getting interesting. I want you to be cautious not to fall into it and ignore all else, okay? Because you have a potential to abandon all others. And I don't want you to do that. You can have a tendency to dive into something so thoroughly that you forget to go home. I know, new relationships are so exciting, but you have to go home sometime. And I want you to maintain a likable mystery / you can't just dive in and disappear. Don't disappear yourself. Manage to hold your own this time. Please. Stand your ground. Be an autonomous human being who has life that was pre-existing before this person showed up. And see if you can integrate them a little bit at a time. Not all at once, okay? Please take a deep breath and do not make them into an instantaneous forever and ever amen thing, okay? This is okay. because the Tower is here to tell me, haha, that things will either fall together or they will fall apart. So that's where you're blocked. Something is either going to go terribly, terribly wrong or terribly, terribly right. But I think it has to do with how you handle the Lovers this time. And in this case, I really want you to try something new. Instead of ignoring who you are and just completely glomming on to that person and disappearing your personality completely and all your needs and wants and desires, do the right thing. Be you. You are the one he or she was attracted to. So maintain that person. That person is important, okay? We'll talk more about this in depth. The Six of Cups is here as your solution. And it reminds you that you can give from your heart without having to give your soul, all right? And that's an important truth. It's very important not to just give up your whole self as you step into a new relationship. It's never what you've experienced or wanted to experience. So let's not force this experience, okay? It's a good thing, all right? The final week of August, being the 28th through September 3rd, we have the Queen of Cups, meaning there's an emotionally based lady involved. She is here. She is important. She is paying attention to what's going on. And she wants to take care of some stuff, but she might need a little extra care, so don't be alarmed. We'll find out in depth what she needs, okay? The Queen of Wands is here in an area where you're blocked, meaning that somebody you know and care about and like might just sort of say, I don't like it. I don't want to do that. And that's okay. Not everybody has to be on board with whatever's going on, but do realize that she is your pal and that she may end up needing more support even as she stands in the way of you doing what you want to do, all right? So then there's the High Priestess as your solution to this month. The High Priestess is telling me that, yeah, no, it's interesting, right? Trusting your intuition at this particular time, at the end of the month, is to really know that you can circumnavigate both of your ladies, knowing what you want and paying attention to what you want while you're working through helping who you can, how you can. But the location of the card also plays, right? So while your pal may be getting in the way of you doing what you want to do, the Queen of Cups may be someone you still want to help, all right? So let that be an interesting part of the deal. And I'm going to go ahead and set these cards aside, and we will go ahead and get ready to go in depth on the first week of August, as we have talked about already. These are saved over here, ready to go. And we'll go ahead and go in depth right here. Okay, I'm going to pick these cards up. We're going to lay out those 6 cards we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here we go. So what we have here is, we talked about the Star, saying that you have done the work and everything is getting good, right? Yay, good for you. Love that. So the Star is here. We're doing well. Everything is, you've done the hard work. We were crossing the T's and dotting the I's, right? We were paying attention to the details. We've pulled the Judgment card, which is telling me that there's some stuff that's going on that you need to pay attention to. You need to pay attention how you're doing this. Just kind of figure it out and make sure you're not screwing anybody. Even though you've done everything else, you want to follow through. Okay, just follow through as best you can, okay? That's good. If you can follow through with whatever you've been started, whatever you've been working on, this was good. And of course, everything is going to come together. The Ten of Swords is here to say that you are going to be manifesting some power for yourself, and this is good news. We are very excited to see you manifesting some power for yourself. Wonderful. Good stuff. Exciting. Once again, of course, we have the area where you're blocked was the Six of Pentacles, meaning that you weren't able to help anyone financially at this time. You also might be, this also brings up past relationships that might be wanting something from you. So the Five of Cups is here telling me that, yeah, no, there's someone from the past who's going to want a little downpour. Interesting, right? And you've already moved on, technically. So that's good news. The Page of Wands is more additional information coming to you. So keep your ear to the ground to find out what this new information is that might help you interact with this person better. You may get a backstory to the person who keeps asking you for money that gives you a better grasp of what's going on. All right? Just keep an ear out, right? Nothing too serious. Here we have the Three of Wands as our solution for the week. And the Three of Wands is simply saying that, no, yeah, we have absolutely an opportunity to remember what we did in the past and how, in your experience, things didn't go well when you were helping other people out. So paying attention to your past experiences will help you inform you how you handle this situation. There is the Queen of Swords, meaning that there's an opportunity for you to maybe claim your power and say, I don't think so. Okay? So keep that in mind. Boundaries are good. No big deal. And in maintaining your boundaries, we have the World. You are completing a cycle. You're completing a cycle with somebody, as far as you'll be completing a cycle of some sort in your life as you finish something up. Okay? So this is good. I'm glad to see that you're going to finish something up and it won't be dragging about. You have an opportunity to really come to a place right here where you are using your best judgment and you're coming into your power. So this is all good. You've worked really hard for this. All good. Remember those lessons from the past and you won't fall into yourself and forget who you are. Okay? Excellent. We will talk to you next about August 7th through the 13th. Thank you, Aries.